Top of the morning today, this is 91234. I am inside Real Life Ministry today. You won't believe what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna be too generous and give my youth pastor some Dutch brothers.
Spread terrible rumors about me and got me fired within 48 hours. No, be thankful that I only worked 5 hours at Popeyes.
Hey! Wait, bring me in. That's right.
Nova has had a rough couple weeks, if we are being completely honest. If you remember in my previous episode, we talked about how Nova was turning his life around and was taking a shower every day and documenting it for his audience, and we were all supposed to sit there and applaud like seals and say, bravo buddy, you're 21 years old and you're taking a shower every day. I'm so proud of you. Hashtag bathing is cool. Well, it turns out that wasn't the only reformation project that he had in the works, because he apparently had gone out and actually got a job. Yes, I know, it seems so far-fetched. For the most part, he just sticks on sitting on his dirty couch, crocheting, making his little bracelets, and crying and complaining to the world. But he took some initiative, all right? Maybe this whole bathing arc was because he was going to all these locations and it was like just the scent. As soon as he walked in the front door, they said, nope, sorry, we're not hiring. Lock the door, all right? We can't let him inside. And he said, I got this ingenious idea. What if I took a shower? What if I put some shampoo in my hair? That would just, that would make the fans go crazy. And then he shows up at Popeyes. Ooh. Love big chomos at Popeyes, you know what I'm saying? And he comes in and they say, yes, this is the worker we need. I can tell you took a shower within the past week. Thank God, you're hired. And it only lasted 5 hours, and then he got fired again. And now he's been doing all these live streams. He's been complaining. It's been hard on him, all right? I need you guys to only put supportive comments in the comments section, okay? Talk about how cool you think it is that a full-grown adult is bathing himself and was able to hold down a job for almost an entire work shift. That is crazy. That is so cool. So we'll get to the live streams in a little bit, but basically leading up to this point, we still have like kind of the end of the shower saga, as I like to call it. And he also like hinted at in the previous video that he was going to release some archives of videos that he's done in the past that for whatever reason he just didn't post it. And it starts with him reviewing, I don't know, a water bottle drink, and this is from over a year ago.
But hey, if you don't know, Circle's Verta line is one sweetened with stevia. It's kind of like their Stage Hydration line, which is like the Fission line but sweetened with stevia instead of sucralose. But this one is just sweetened with stevia. So I'm very excited to try this out. If you know me well, I'm not the biggest fan of stevia. I'm more of a raw sugar person. Ew, it's nasty. But yeah, taking a sip out of that Verta, it was a flavor, but it wasn't strawberry. It tasted like artificial strawberry, which is what I don't like.
He needs that real sugar, guys. All right, this is what the FDA has been moving towards. Every time you see all of these, different flavorings and dyes getting taken out of the food, it's because they're catering to palates like Nova, somebody who is in a different sphere. He's like eternal at this point, and it's just so funny. You would think like a lot of these people tend to go down this path of like, oh, I'm going to try and be healthy, and then they try and find some sort of alternative like stevia or other artificial flavoring sweeteners, stuff like that. But not Nova. He has to make sure that I have to be drinking the most unhealthy variation of this drink as possible. And I'm pretty sure I remember what this product was in the past. It's like some little capsule thing you can put into your water bottle that flavors your water as you drink it. And I think it's supposed to last a decent amount of time, but it's also like, just drink water, bro. It's okay. And also, maybe this is an outlandish take, but I like the artificial strawberry flavor. I mean, I love strawberries on their own, but artificial strawberry, I don't know what it is. It reminds me of like ice cream flavor or something. It's something insane. It's delicious to me, but that I just wanted to get that out of the way. I don't know why he decided to do this. It's kind of funny because it's reminiscing. He's been doing all these weird, like, I'm gonna try every flavor of XYZ type of thing, and it's just been harkening back for years and years at this point. He gave up on Arizona, he gave up on Gatorade, and now I guess maybe he can rekindle this. Are they still in business? Who even knows? But in the meantime, he has to take his hygiene more seriously, right? He can't be having these disgusting sugar-filled drinks. They're going to destroy his body. I mean, he's so close to reaching his maximum potential. We can't have him be shortened by this.
After. But yeah, I kind of like mine about near the left side, so it's a little bit warmer. But hey, everyone's preference is different, so let me know what you like in the comments down below.
So Nova also talks about how he's gonna move these videos into being, 18 plus only fans, because surprise, surprise, some fat man on TikTok showing himself showering, probably shouldn't be sent out into the algorithm to my little nephew who's just tuning in watching Cars compilations, and then Nova shows up saying, time to take a shower. Here I am. He even had to prove he's been doing all these things. Like when he first started doing the shower videos, and once again, this is only like a week-long saga, so it's not really that long, but he basically just started with, I'm out of the shower, and then I need to prove that I'm in the shower, and then I need to prove that I brush my teeth sometimes, and then I have to prove that I'm putting shampoo in my hair, because people are still not believing it, because even still, post his shower videos, for the most part, he looked like he had clean hair, but there were a couple clips here and there that's like, was this filmed before? What's going on? How are you getting that greasy that fast? It's kind of crazy, but maybe it all harkens back to him getting this new Popeyes job, and maybe the grease is infiltrating his freshly cleaned, freshly groomed hair. Who really knows? But he makes this post on his TikTok saying that he lost his job, and for some reason he decided to censor the word job and not fucking, so I don't really understand that too well, but he claims it wasn't his fault. And at the same time, I'm out of the loop. I'm not one of the people that are incessantly trying to figure everything out in Nova's life, but I had no clue that he was even still actively searching for a job. Yet, here he comes on live stream, crying, complaining, talking about how his life is only getting worse.
At this moment, I could care fucking less about the vest. Thanks for the galaxy. That cheers me up a little bit. I lost my fucking job, that's why I'm sad. Working at Popeyes. Didn't even work there for a week before I got fired.
So the timeline's a bit muddy to me personally, because in the very beginning he talks about how he was only working there for like 5 hours and got fired. I don't really know how that works. I mean, I haven't worked a service job in a long time, ever since I was in like early college, but in my remembrance, I feel like anytime I worked as like a waiter or a dish boy or whatever I was doing, I felt like they put me on the schedule pretty quick. I mean, I don't know what the economy's looking like out there in Idaho, so maybe it's a little bit different, but to me, it seems like if you had a job for a week, why aren't they putting you on the schedule to be working more than 5 hours? Seems a bit peculiar, seems a bit odd. And maybe it's the giant gap. Maybe they looked him up and they said, hey man, I'm seeing you're doing these epic shower videos on your TikTok. That's pretty cool. Maybe we can incorporate some of those skills into our business structure. Let me shoot up to corporate and ask them how your skills can be best applied to our business.
I don't make enough money is the problem. And one of my biggest pet peeves is having to ask my fans for money. If you guys want to donate to me, I have a link, even though I don't really want you to. It's not fucking funny.
So So he's just admitting everything that we honestly understand and assume to be true, because I feel like there is some confusion sometimes with people at how much money these people, especially on TikTok, are actually making. Now, I don't do any content on TikTok. I only appear here to download the videos of them doing things and then make a video on YouTube. And typically the payouts on TikTok, to my understanding, are really bad. So people like Tofia, people like Nova, they don't actually get a very big paycheck. And it seems like a lot of the time people who do make it their full-time job on that platform, they'll do like ad brands and stuff like that, advertisements, and then like live streams I think can make you a decent amount of money if you have the attention. But Nova only uses his TikTok page as a way to vent and cry and show his interest to the world, and at the same time it usually just leads to people slam doinking all over him nonstop. And then when he has to actually find some sort of I don't know, step up in the world to make a better income, his solution is, I'm gonna make these terrible bracelets, and that's it. That's my only solution. He can't give out the corporate secrets or else his business would go under. So don't you guys be asking anything, and don't be donating to him, all right? He doesn't want your donations.
I mentioned that I didn't want to work with minors, and they didn't like that, so they fired me. Every ounce of dignity I've had since Friday has now been lost. And maybe we've been left with less than what I had before. If you don't want me to get angrier, stop. And you guys don't want to see me angry. I've applied every fucking where and no one wants me. I haven't had a stable job for over a year.
You haven't had a stable job in over a year. All right, guys, let's examine this. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because you're a new, freshly hired, employed person at Popeyes, and you go up to your manager and you say, excuse me, Mr. Boss Man, I know that most of the workers that are working here after school are like 15, 16, 17 years old. I can't control my urges. I can't be working with them. Please, please don't put me on at the same time with them. You don't think that's gonna send alarm bells ringing? I wonder why they would fire me. I wonder why I can't find another job somewhere else. Maybe it's because you're saying I literally cannot work with minors, and you don't elaborate any further. That's gonna make people question some things. And then, who knows, maybe he'll start making flyers, putting them inside bags of people's orders saying, join the Nova Online Discord, down below, link below, 18 plus, in quotation marks, wink wink, nudge nudge.
I was so excited to finally start working again, and then they came around and spoiled it. I'm clearly not in a good mood. And all you're doing is making it fucking worse. Not even McDonald's wanted me. That's how bad my situation is. I can't do Uber. And I can't do DoorDash right now either because my bike is broke. I don't have a Hooters near me.
So I always love the interaction with the fans, giving some suggestions of what he could possibly do. How can he improve his life? Well, why don't you go work at Hooters, the failing business? It would look pretty good. I'd love to see him in that skimpy outfit. I would be tipping a lot. Wink wink, nudge nudge, if you're picking up what I'm throwing down. But it's just like the absurdity of the situation. I can't get a job anywhere. Everything's so hard. Don't be mean to me, guys. I can't take this anymore. I'm trying so hard to figure it out. I'm working so hard. Come on, guys, throw me a bone. I didn't even do anything. And that's the thing. It's like he says that one piece about, oh yeah, I said I don't want to work with minors, and then now he's claiming that there are like trolls contacting his manager or something that got him fired. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it makes you wonder. They're clearly not vetting these people super well, and it's understandable. I mean, it's a fast food job, right? Like, it's not the most insane job requirements in the entire world, and most of the time when you hire somebody, you don't expect them to have insane baggage like Nova does, because if you just look them up online, you are just met with troves and troves of information that just... And then, like, compounded that with the weird things that he says and does, it's just like, Yeah, I wonder why even McDonald's wouldn't hire you. I don't know, guys. Let me know. Is McDonald's or Popeyes a more prestigious job? Let me know down below, all right?
What?
I'm tired of these bloody texts from everybody. Over you.
It's not my fault.
Well, it sure as hell some got posted.
So the entire live stream is just kind of an absolute mess. It's like 25 minutes long, and Nova's just sitting there the entire time as his dog is barking in the background. His mom is constantly calling for him, asking him questions. And I think this is all just stemming from the fact, if you remember last time, people showed up in Nova's yard. He went out to confront them. His mom got pissed, saying, "You can't be shouting in the middle of the night." Well, what are you doing right now, Mom? You're shouting at me. Well, she kind of has a reason. It's kind of funny. She has like the exact same cadence when she talks like Nova, but somehow trolls got her information. They're starting to contact her. Maybe they're job recruiters. You never know. Maybe who's Popeye's biggest competitor? Chick-fil-A's calling right now, and they're saying, "We need Nova. We need him. He needs to come in right now and work for us. We need him to drop the chicken in the deep fry basket. Please, I'm begging you."
No, I had a job at Popeyes for a bit. I can't get fired from my business. Like, literally. I suck. OF won't verify me. They think my ID is fake.
So this is the new solution that he's trying to move towards. He's gonna start up an OF. Yeah, that's gonna rake in the dough. Now, I've seen some absolute horror shows online, right? And for some reason, there is some type of market of just absolute weirdos that are into seeing Nova's tiny little pecker out. I don't know why. It doesn't intrigue me in the slightest. Every time I've ever seen one of the other people I've covered on this channel, and it gets bad. I've seen bad things. I've seen Cyrax's pecker, worst thing I've ever seen on the internet, probably. But at the same time, it's kind of funny that Nova doesn't even have an official driver's license. He just has a state ID because he never went through. He doesn't have a car, but he never followed through with figuring out how to learn to drive. So it's no wonder that typically, I'm assuming that's probably a rule on that platform, on that website, that you can't just have a state ID. That's weird. I don't think that's gonna fly. And Nova understandably is pretty upset by that, because that's his only chance. That's his only way that he's going to be able to move forward. And all of this hubbub, all this craziness that's going on has made him fall into some sort of despair. And he's not even gonna follow through with making his shower videos anymore.
Hey, I just want to let you know I'll be hopping in the shower soon. I'm just too depressed to film myself in there right now, so yeah, just know, this is your shower video for the day. Just cut to me when I get out. Alright, y'all. I'm out of the shower. And I just wanted to let you know that, it really does improve your mental health. But it doesn't really take away from the fact that today has been one of the shittiest days of my life, so I hate my life. I haven't been able to keep a job for a long time. Alrighty, y'all. Another shower is in the record books. Yeah, guys, if you haven't watched my story, just know that I am limiting my shower videos to 18 plus from now on due to, the nature of these videos, and I feel like only adult eyes need to see them, and I'm trying to stray towards being a MDNI page, so that's why I'm switching my shower videos to 18 plus. Probably the reason I was so depressed for the last 48 hours was because I didn't really take a proper shower last night, but hey. I feel a lot better now, and if you're feeling depressed, maybe taking a shower is the solution.
I just love this thought process that he has, that, you know what, everybody else must be exactly like me. Hey guys, if you're down in the dumps, make sure you bathe yourself, brush your teeth, eat some dinner. It's like, Nova, these aren't issues for a lot of typical people. I know if you get really down in the dumps, sometimes you can neglect some of these things, but Nova's a special case of multi-year, multi-month issues of following through with actually upkeeping his hygiene in his life. So it's unsurprising that he would view or have an outlook on life this way that would be quite contradictory to everybody else in the circle or people that are just genuinely watching him. But it's kind of funny that he's so down in the dumps. All you have all day, you don't have a job to go to. You can go take a shower, buddy. I know. It's so difficult. It's been so hard for you. You worked at Popeyes for 5 hours. Oh my God. How are you gonna move on from that? You're not gonna be able to shower. You have to multiply it. 5 hours, 5 years. That's how long it's gonna take until he'll be able to consistently shower again. But in the meantime, he starts doing these pity streams where he just kind of throws the thing on in the background and, you know, just mutters to the camera as it's glaring at the ceiling, talking about little things here and there. He's just a little goofy man.
I'm tempted to start an OF.
So he's just going back to the tried and true method, the well. He's just searching for that OF money. He thinks that's his way out, and I can guarantee you it most certainly is not. Maybe in the first months that he does it, there might be some odd fascinations that people will have, but long term, no sir. No sir. Go put the fries in the bag. There's plenty of other fast food places out there. You're showering now. And maybe we gotta work on your outfits a little bit. Maybe you have to figure out a way to purge your entire history onto the internet. Maybe that would help a little bit. And it's kind of funny. I mean, he's sitting there snoring or pretending to snore. And it's just like, I don't know. On one hand, everybody tells him to get a job. And then as soon as he gets a job, he's fired. And he blames it on the trolls. But I don't know. I'm still leaning towards he's the actual cause of his demise. That little statement that he said, I can't work with minors. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like a troll issue. That seems like a you issue, buddy. All right? God bless. Good luck. All right. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.